So now what we are going to do is same thing. I will now try to repeat with the help of PowerPoint. Now I feel you should be able to understand quite a bit. Still, if you don't understand or if you get confused at a specific point, just ask me, repeat this point again. I will be repeating it. Don't worry. Is it okay? What is MACD line? It's a blue line, if you remember. I told this to you. And signal line is orange line. Wait, I'm going to dictate this part because this is like the most important part. Okay? And last one is known as a histogram. Now, I didn't draw, okay, this I may say is like a histogram. It's not a histogram. I do this as a volume actually. Right. Let me just quickly tell you the last part and then we'll go with the theory part also. So what's a histogram now? See, visually actually this is understood. That signal line is crossing from below. Okay, agreed. But then MACD line minus signal line, if I'm trying to calculate what is the difference. And if it says that okay, this is the difference, this is the difference, this is the difference, this is the difference. See, if the difference goes on increasing, if MACD is going higher and higher and higher as compared to signal line, is the sign of strength increasing or is the sign of weakness increasing? Sign of strength is increasing. And if MACD line is cutting from above and is going down sharply, then the difference is going on again increasing. Difference is increasing. But what is increasing, strength or weakness? Weakness is increasing. When I show this on the chart, it's going to be very easy. Shall I quickly show it on chart first? Much more clearly visible it will be. If you remember the other day we had talked about PVR. By the way, I was just checking out Britannia yesterday. We have not discussed this talk in our class, is it? Okay. I'm sure you will not be able to see this very clearly, right, sitting out there. Don't worry, I'm going to zoom in wherever I feel it is required. This first entire part of the screen, above this line, can you see this horizontal line? Above this line is nothing but all our normal candlesticks. This part. What can you see here? MACD. Okay. How did I get it? How did I plot it on the chart? It's very easy. 1 minute. First I'll show that. I'll take it away first. Where do I go? If you remember, this is an indicator, na? Go to that N and plus wala sign. I click here. And what do I type? MACD. Simple. Full form of MACD. Moving average, convergence, divergence. And now you're saying this. It's either cutting it or it's moving away. Okay. So, yeah. I just did a single click on that and I got this. Okay, so just for you to understand, I'm just taking this. Okay. Now can you see this MACD 1226 close 9? Is this visible or no? 9. I can't zoom this further now. That's the best I can do. Yeah? Has to be visible. Okay, so what can you see here? MACD 1226 close 9. And believe me, you will find this in every software. And no one knows what is this. I should not say no one, but many of them. Okay? So what now? Please apply your mind and tell me, do you know this? Yes, 100% yes, you know this. Why the word close? We are talking about closing prices, number one. What is this 1226? 12 DEMA? 26 DEMA? That is how we have found out the MACD. And what is this 9? 9 days average of MACD is equal to which line? Signal line. Okay. So that is this 1226 close 9. And again I am repeating, you will find this in every software. If you want, you can change this also. Here you can see the settings wheel. I just go to the settings wheel now. See, if you remember this, in my PPT also you saw something like this, fast and slow. We're going to discuss that, but still. Fast length 12, slow length 26. So if you want to make your own strategy, I'm saying I want our MACD, Rachana's MACD. Okay, just as an example. And what I can say, instead of 12, I'll take 11. And instead of 26, I'll take 27, just as an example, okay. So I should know what is this 11, I should know what is this 26. Then only I'll be able to change it, and then only I'll be able to formulate some results out of that. Correct? So can I change this? Very well. I can take it to 13, I can take it to 11, whatever. And my observations are going to change accordingly. Okay, but we stay with the standard strategy here for MACD. Even if you check style, style is where you can define the colors. See, if you remember this, MACD line will generally be in blue, signal line will be generally in orange. So in style you can change colors, in inputs you can change the days. Source is close. Instead of that, if you want opening, you can do that. Okay, now you see a signal smoothing. Smoothing, it's okay. It smoothens out. See, average ka average hai na, so it's smoothening out. That's why smoothing. But if you don't get it, forget it. It's just an average. 9 days average of MACD. 9 days average of MACD. Is this also okay? Why 9 days only? That's the person who formulated MACD. He found that 9 days average should be enough. Now then I will ask you a question, why 12 days? Why not 11? So it's something like that. 12 days could be for 2 weeks, but actually 10 days would be a much perfect picture, because anyways market doesn't operate on Saturday. So see, everyone has his or her own theory. They'll be writing, they'll be making different observations. They'll be doing a lot of paper testing, and whichever is we call it as a back testing, and whichever will be more successful, they'll call it as their strategy. In fact, in in-dot trading view, you can also have your own strategies also, your own indicators. So whenever you go in that indicators tab, there'll be 2 categories. One is built-in. Built-in means whichever is built in by this software. And second one is library. Library means people like you and me also can add up in the library. So you can also add your own theories to that also. But we have so many theories. Why add up our own strategies? Okay. Now, yeah, it will show up. It will show up. Okay. Now wait. Is this still better? Yes. Now you can see here that MACD line, which is the blue line, is cutting the orange line from below here for the first time. So this could have been a fail call. What is happening just right here? It's cutting from above, and just immediately on the next day it is cutting from below also. One failure. Okay. But then what happens? Let us check. It is again giving a clear-cut buy signal. So maybe here it could have hit a stop loss. Would it have been a huge stop loss or a very minimal loss? Very minimal loss. Very small loss. And then you are again having a buy call here. Okay. So again understand. Sometimes what happens is ego comes in between. Really. This was a sell call. See, when you can imagine yourself that you have had 10 successful trades. And now, what feeling do you get? I am God. I know the market very well. No one knows me. No one knows it better than me. So 11th trade that you are failing here, you had short sold here, 10 positive trades and 11th you are doing with a double quantity because you are now fame pro na ekdam. So 11th you are doing a double quantity trade, and here it is the moment you had sold it showed a reversal. That is where people will say it will go down. I know that it will go down for sure, but it has given a buy signal now. Don't म्हणजे आपण मराठीत म्हणायचं हट्टीपणा नाही करायचं. Should not stay stuck just because I thought that it is going to go down, then it will go down. It will not. Read the market. Market is supreme. You are not. Okay. So here if it is giving a reversal, it is. Now the question is, how much strength does it have in this reversal? How much strength? And that is shown by the histograms. Okay, here you can see there were two small, so even this reversal was not a big reversal right away. Was the gap a big gap or a very small gap? Very small gap. See, you can see this gap here also, not to your eyes. This gap is also not that big, and this is also not, it's showing the same thing. Okay, and you see a reversal. See now the histograms height is increasing. The height of histograms is increasing means what? Means the gap is increasing, number one, and can I say the strength in the stock is increasing. Okay, so basically histograms are again going to show you strength, weakness, and this histogram will be calculated how? MACD minus signal. So here you can see the difference the moment it is closing in. See here, this one, it's cut. Just check this one, it's cutting on this day. What is the histogram showing? I'm moving my cursor away. Check this and check out the histogram. 0, nothing. Why? MACD minus signal is equal to 0 because it's cutting here, no, on this day. There's no difference, it's 0. So histograms are again going to be in positive or in negative. Positive will always be shown in green and above the line if you see. Can you see this is 0? Now feeling better? This is 0, this is the 0 line. If it is above it, then it will be showing greens positive, below that negative. Weakness. Able to understand it in a much better fashion? Now if I go ahead with MACD of Britannia. Now what is happening? Can you see that Britannia was showing a very good up move here? Instead of up move, I should be saying uptrend actually. See higher high, higher high, higher high. Did you see a higher high here? No. You saw a lower high in short. Okay, one more lower high, a little bit of downtrend. And here what is happening? So I may say this is like a big sideways trend. And this is also not a convincingly downtrend, just 1 or 2 and immediately it's a downtrend. I'm sorry, immediately it's a sideways trend. Fair enough? Yes? So now what is the question? If it is a sideways trend, so somewhere, can you see this dotted line? Horizontal dotted line? See somewhere I can see here as a support. Somewhere very roughly, okay? And here you can see as a resistance at the dotted line here. Somewhere here maybe. Correct? Now what has happened? Let us check. I'm zooming in. Do you remember these 5, 13, 26 strategy? Yes. What was that? 5 DEMA, 13 DEMA and 26 DEMA. Anticipatory buy on 18th December. Confirmatory buy 19th December. And this is the move on 20th December. Okay? Don't check only one indicator. Check back to back what has happened with MACD. MACD gave an indication on 17th December. Not every day, only one day before. MACD might show you 2 days before, 3 days before also. So MACD is known as a leading indicator and moving averages are known as lagging indicators. MACD will show you a much faster result. Rarely. But I'll tell you, moving averages are commonly known as one of the lagging indicators only. You check out any theoretical book, on technical analysis. I've never seen a book where the author says MACD is, moving average is a leading indicator. Always it is referred to as a lagging indicator. Okay, so it might show in one or two cases as a pretty early signal, but generally it will show a little late signal as compared to other indicators. So here also what happened, check it. 17th December, MACD gave me a call. 18th December, anticipatory buy. 19th December, confirmatory buy. Okay. Do you see any candlestick pattern as such? No real candlestick pattern as such you can see. Whatever we have learned, bullish engulfing and this and that. Not a real candlestick pattern can be seen. The only thing is that this average, so if we draw this line as a proper average, resistance I meant. If this resistance is being broken significantly, then again we are getting a better signal. And actually this candle has broken the resistance. So keep a close watch on Britannia also. Okay. And I'm repeating, you might say, ma'am is asking just to invest and invest and invest. What if market falls? If you're getting scared, do a paper trade. Okay, and you yourself will come to know whether my trades were failing, whether they were going correct or whatnot. See here, even the MACD is showing you a very clear picture. See, the histogram's height is increasing. Is it showing increasing strengths? Yes. Achha, I'll tell you one more thing. This software also will show this to you. The color is dark when it is increasing. Color of green is dark when it is increasing. And the moment it starts showing weakness, it will start showing in light green. Correct? Very clearly visible. Similar is the case with weakness. Increasing weakness will be in dark red. And decreasing weakness will be in pink or light red. Very clear with MACD? Yes? Shall we check out just one more stock for MACD? And if you remember the other day I told you PVR. Achha, for Britannia Industries again. Technical analysis, everything, okay. For fundamental analysis, you assume you don't understand balance sheet, P&L, nothing. But do you know any household which has never eaten a Marie biscuit? Any household which has never ever eaten a Marie biscuit? It's actually impossible. An Indian household, at least someone is a fan of, or at least for diet purpose, they are having Marie. Okay, so the portfolio of Britannia is amazing. If you don't understand balance sheet, check out their products. What do they sell? Whenever you go to any shopping mall, just check how many people are buying Britannia products. You also tend to buy these. I'm a shareholder. Let me help my company. You end up buying more products of that same company. It happens with me a lot. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you, that check the product portfolio also. You'll get to know a better picture of the company. Where's the full screen is hiding behind this here? How do it? Okay. Oh, that's my study. Sorry. That was my son playing with it. Okay. Forget it. Move up. Huge sideways trend. Correct? Almost till here or here. If you remember, we had drawn this line also, no? That black. This was the resistance initially. Can you see it? Okay, if this is bothering you, I will close this for a moment. Now better? Resistance number 1, 2, 3, 3 resistances. And now again it is acting as a resistance. So it went up but came down again. Went up, came down again. And as I mentioned, it's not going to be exact. Okay? Went up, came down again, went up, came down again. Okay. And here, this was the day when it broke the resistance finally. Right? Let's check what happened with the MACD on the same day. See, which day is this? 18th December. Which day is this? Correct? Resistance was broken on 18th December. 18th December. And MACD is giving me a buy signal on 17th December. Leading indicator. Okay? Next day, immediately shows good strength, strength, strength going up. Okay? PVR clear? Sorry? Oh, you want to check 513.26 also. Okay. And how do I do that if you remember? Indicators. And what do I type here? Moving averages exponential. And just click 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So that you get 3. I got 3 here. I'll change it to, quickly tell me, to 5. Then 13 and 26. Just too many lines cutting each other. Okay, this was our 5 days line if you remember. The orange line. Is it visible? This is the orange line. And it has cut both these on the same day. Both these lines on the same day. And again this date is 17th only. PVR. Confirmatory buy, anticipatory buy, everything. And when did I discuss this stock? I discussed this on 17th only, na? But if I've discussed it on 17th, then 17th morning I might have discussed. So this is an anticipatory buy. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. You need to check out these websites. So you might get a feeling that how on earth can I scan all the stocks and give you so many ideas. So I'll tell you all these different websites. There'll be some news popping up, or there'll be some stock ideas popping up free of cost. Huh? Buy this, sell this. All these are tips. Very important is you should understand which one to take, which one to ignore. And whichever I have honored, whichever I have taken, that's what I'm telling you in front of the class. There were many nonsense calls also. Ignore. So fit it into our strategy. If it is working in our strategy, well and good, go ahead. Is this okay? Yes? Any doubt? So he's asking me that what would we have done? So if you remember, just now we saw a case where there was this MACD line. Okay, first I should draw the signal line maybe. This is the signal. Let us say this is the signal line. And if you remember, this was the MACD line. Correct? Had you done a short sale here? Here was the time to square off your loss. Okay? Or maybe you might have ended up nowhere. No profit, no loss. The loss or profit would be because of the brokerage maybe. No. If you have short, this has gone after 1 or 2 days. F&O this is. Futures and options. Correct, na? Can you do a short sale and cover it after 2-3 days in normal cash segment? No, if you remember that. For cash segment, you have to square off intraday. And in that case, in that maybe intraday session, you might have earned also. For intraday, what time frame should we check? That should be a 15 minutes chart. Very important. Within how many days that target will be hit? Okay, so for example, MACD hai, RSI, these will generally not show you direct target. We can't calculate a direct target. Okay, but the target can be seen using Fibonacci. You'll get to know what are the resistance level. This is going up, it can see a resistance here. Now the question is, do you want to quit at resistance? Or you want to continue and try testing going higher? How to decide that? So you will have 3 resistances typically in Fibonacci. I'm going on a different topic, I know that. But to answer this question, if you can understand, otherwise I'm going to explain this again. Do you know already what is the resistance level, what is the support level? Yes. So if I were to plot it here only, let us say there is this study which says that first resistance will be here at this level. Means what? Ideally at this price the stock should show a small correction. But assume the stock continues going higher. Will there be some other resistance also? Let us say this is resistance 2. Okay, and assume this is resistance number 3. Okay, who calculated this for me? What is resistance 1, resistance 2? That is calculated by Fibonacci technique. Like MACD technique we are learning right now, there's one more indicator which is Fibonacci. That will automatically calculate resistance levels for you, support levels for you. Okay till here? Yes, and Fibonacci is very interesting. Huh? Fibonacci you can also see in real life also. So we'll talk about that when we do a Fibonacci. So how do I take a call if I'm doing MACD? I'll tell you. Now you only have to tell me the answer. Huh? It has, assume we are at this day. Assume we are at this day. I want an answer from everyone, okay? See, when had I taken my position here? Assume that the stock was at 100 when I had taken this. And within next 4 weeks, it's at 120 right now. 20% return in 4 weeks. I'm happy. Okay, possibility number 1, I book my profit here and I get out. Because it is at resistance, there's a great chance that it might show some correction. Or at least might go in sideways trend. Okay. But before deciding whether I stop at resistance or should I continue further, I generally check the histograms. What to check in histograms? If the strength is like this, is the strength solid? The strength is solid. It's increasing also to some extent. In such a case, why withdraw? Then you might have a stop loss in your system. Okay, keep a stop loss, let us say at 115. Still you are at 15% profit. Okay, and let it go higher. How much ever it wants to. It reaches here, let us say this is 125. And this is the sign I see here. The height of my histogram has decreased. This has now started showing some weakness and this might turn into a price change in few sessions. Okay, so RSI, MACD, Bollinger, none of you will directly tell you this is the target price. This is stop loss price. Stop loss, of course, many people say that if XYZ conditions happen, book your loss. If XYZ conditions happen, book your profit, is what we are also going to do. But today, if I'm getting a buy call here, I don't know the exact target price at this point of time using MACD. Okay, let it go, let it go, let it go up. So if you remember, we have seen one chart already, and I guess many of you have taken a trade on that as well. And what is that? DMART. So let us check what is happening with DMART. Which day was it when we discussed it? 16th or 17th December? Okay. Yeah, maybe I discussed it on 17th. Matlab, I saw this candle and we discussed this on 18th morning. 18th morning, for sure. Okay. You remember seeing this? I said people will say that, oh my God, 6% up, we have lost it. Had I come to know on this day, I would have taken a call. Was there a possibility that you had already seen this call? So yes, there was a possibility. There was a case of 1, 2, 3. And what was this? This was a morning star. Okay, but with only one morning star, don't buy. That's not a good confirmation. If you are a very aggressive one, your choice, you can go ahead with only one candle pattern forming in one candle pattern in place. I would not have gone in for that. Okay, one morning star is clearly seen, and then this big bullish engulfing is also seen. This is where I say, okay, good. Okay, now what happens after this? Those who felt that 6.5% rally, I have missed out maybe. Check out how much positive gains it has shown on consecutive days. Here I got almost 1.5%. I hope you're understanding from where I'm calculating these percentages. See here, you can see this percentage. Here, okay. So 1.5% up. Again 1% up. Okay. So 2.5% in 2 days. You don't get such returns in normal scenarios. Okay. So don't feel that we missed out on this rally. This is also good enough. Now people get confused here. Arre baapre, this one is formed. Now which sign is, which candle is this close to? Hammer or a hanging man? You remember the difference between hammer and hanging man? Hanging man is seen when it is at the end of an uptrend. Okay. Is this an uptrend that we are in right now? This is just an up move, and that too of only 4 candles. Just a 4 candle up move. So don't get confused. Had it been a continuous uptrend, 1, 2, 3 waves, big waves, and then you see a hanging man, then it's going to have a correction. Okay. So for those who took DMart the other day, they might have gone in a panic situation. Had I sold it here, I would have gotten gains. Almost 1% gains rubbed off on a single day. It's okay. It's okay. Happens. Still, you should say all is well, all is well. Why? Why? You are way too above the 13 days moving average. You are way too above the 26-day moving average, number 1. With me? Yes? Let's check what is the story for MACD. Okay, I've just maximized only MACD now, okay? Is MACD also way above the signal line? Plus the slope is also fair enough? Can you still show signs of strength? Can you see signs of strength? Yes. Don't bother. Okay, if it starts showing a reversal, if it starts showing a cut in a downward direction, still stop loss is going to come when? It's going to cut from above. Okay, if it starts showing terrific weakness, then you might think of closing down on half of the position. Okay, but please don't be under the impression that if I'm giving you a call, all 8-9 days back to back it is going to go up. No, in fact, that will be an operator driven stock then. Someone is operating it 10 days, 12 days, 15 days back to back. This is rarely possible. So it is going to see some, it's like kabhi khushi kabhi gum only. Yeah, so it's going to happen in the same way. But how are you going to console yourself that everything is still fine? Check this out, moving average and MACD. Is this okay? Everyone feeling comfortable? One last quick practical and then we move on to the next indicator. Okay, no, sorry. Why next indicator? Let's now quickly revise this first. You have to write it down. Yes. Can you quickly write this down? Have you already written this? No? Okay, quickly write it down. And now while you are writing it down, don't blankly copy it. I'm sure now you should understand what is the meaning of all this. He's asking what is positive and negative for histogram. Is it positive means it is showing strength, negative it is showing weakness. That green histogram was showing positive strength, red histogram negative weakness. Yes, doubt? Yeah. So she is saying that sometimes MACD is giving a buy signal, but moving averages is not giving a buy signal. Is that your question? Yes. And that is why I told you MACD is a leading indicator. Moving average is a lagging indicator. Moving average will also give you, ideally it will give you a buy call, but maybe 2 days after, 3 days after, 1 day after, we never know. How many days after? Yes. Okay, so he's asking now, tell us the sequence. What to check first? I don't generally use moving averages to take a buy or to take a sell also. I would go ahead with MACD because MACD will definitely, I mean, I can say out of 100 cases, 99 cases, one no one can tell, that is why I'm telling that. But MACD will give you an early call as compared to normal moving averages. So I go ahead with moving this MACD first. Second, I also check any candlestick pattern is formed or not. And one very important parameter which I check in addition to that, which gives complete peace in my mind that yes, whatever call I'm taking is ideally should go correct, is RSI. Is what we are going to check out today. Relative Strength Index. Okay, but let us finish this part first and then we'll go on to RSI. Okay. There was, okay, I'm going to explain signal line one more time. Before that, any other doubt? Okay, anyone, he just wants a quick revision of signal line again. Anyone wants to quickly tell me what was signal line? Average of MACDs. How was MACD calculated quickly? 12 DEMA minus 26 DEMA. This is just one observation on MACD line. 9 such observations will take an average of that. That is one observation for signal line. So this is 9 days average. So instead of saying days is not that correct word. 9 observations ka average. So which observations? MACD. So if you want to write this also, then and there itself. That will be like a very super quick view of what is all this thing. You have not written how MACD is calculated? Okay, then I think you should write this as well. Just write this part. MACD is equal to. Write this down. And if you remember the logic again, I calculate that for past 1 month, instead of saying 26 and 12, I'm just generalizing it as past 1 month and past fortnight. For past 1 month, on an average, I was selling 100 rupees worth products. On an average for past 1 month. And on an average for past 1 week or 1 fortnight, I'm selling 130 rupees worth products. Am I showing, is my sales showing strength or weakness? One more time. Last 1 month, on an average, for the last 1 month, I have a small shop and from that shop I'm able to sell 100 rupees products every day for last 1 month on an average, and for last one fortnight, 15 days, fortnight is 15 days, I'm able to sell 140 rupees worth products on an average every day. Are my sales showing strength? Yeah, that's what is MACD. Now MACD is 40. The 1 month average is like 26. 1 month is 26 roughly. 1 fortnight is roughly 12. And I'm subtracting 140 minus 100. That is 40 is my MACD line. So MACD shows strength. Okay. Very important. So you can write this down. MACD is greater than 0. What is that? Strength. MACD less than 0 is weakness. Yes, can I go on? And this is what we discussed in the entire discussion. We see weakness first, then price falls. We see strength first, then price rises. Okay, so weakness first, then price falls. Strength first, then price rises. Correct? People want to write this down as well? Okay, write it down. Huh. Like, it's not a specific range as such. Like if you know RSI, if you have studied RSI, it will be like 0 to 100. So there is a range, proper range. Because anyways, MACD is just a difference, no? So the difference can be anything. If you have sharper falls and sharper rises, then you will see the slope of MACD line very sharp. Yes Bank, you might see very sharp rises and falls. Otherwise, it will be normalized. Gap up opening. Basics of stock market. Buy my series on basics. Okay, I'll not be so selfish. In simple words, let us say yesterday's. So today is Monday. On Friday, market closed at 100. Now, market with some specific security. Some stock closed at 100. Monday morning, do you think that it opens exactly at 100? No. If it opens at 80, it's a gap down opening. If it opens at 120, it's a gap up opening. Simple. And it can, if it opens at exactly 100, then it's unchanged. And I've told that amazing kissa, that is unch, unchanged. This lecture is there on YouTube as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's on YouTube. For gap up, gap down indicator? No. I mean, sorry? Yeah, you're telling the reason why there'll be a gap up or gap down. He's asking any specific indicator to ensure that there'll be a gap down tomorrow or a gap up. You're talking about the filling up of the gap. That depends on, again, a lot of parameters. There's no specific indicator for that though. That is your observation. Yeah, that you can name your own indicator, but then you have to also generate some buy sell calls for that. Okay, anyways. So going back to our discussion, this was our MACD line. MACD line will go as 0 ke upar, 0 ke niche. Above 0, below 0. Okay, above 0 is strength, below 0 is weakness. Signal line is 9 DEMA of MACD. Correct? Have you also written this? For signal line, have you written this? If no, then just write down this line also. Signal line is calculated as 9 DEMA of MACD. नाइन डेमा ऑफ MACD सिग्नल लाइन. ठीक है.